Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And as many of you know, I am a diehard Knicks fan. Last night I fell asleep a happy man because the Knicks easily defeated the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn to move to 5 games over 500. I woke up this morning and said, that's why can't Knicks fans ever have nice things? This is via Sham Sharania's X page. The New York Knicks have applied to the NBA for a disabled player exception worth 7.8 million as the franchise projects center Mitchell Robinson will miss the rest of the season, sources tell at The Athletic at Stadium. Major development as Robinson had ankle surgery last week. Yes, ankle surgery last week, and the word was he would miss 8 to 10 weeks. That hurt me deeply, but at least I knew that 8 to 10 week timetable would put him back in February, maybe March. He would be back for the playoffs. The Knicks would just need to hold the fort down, get a top 6 seed in the East, and have their hopeful full squad once playoff time occurs. Of course, this is way different news than had been reported previously. So with Mitchell Robinson, I guess likely out for the season. The Knicks have Isaiah Hartenstein, who started his first game last night. Jericho Sims, who had been starting but playing 15 to 18 minutes a game. And the recently added, right after Robinson got hurt, Taj Gibson, 38 years old. Basically, Tom Thibodeau's shadow follows him everywhere. I'm going to say the Knicks definitely need another big man. I do not want Jericho Sims Taj Gibson's a great vet. I don't think I really trust him playing playoff minutes. I don't mind Hartenstein. But this is via Sportskita. Aharon Abhishek, if I pronounce that wrong, sorry. 5 players New York Knicks can sign as Mitchell Robinson shockingly gets ruled out of 2023-24 NBA season. I don't think he's been ruled out, but it's definitely not good news and looking likely that he is out for the season. So the 5 guys they mention are Rashawn Holmes of the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I'll say when the Dallas Mavericks acquired Holmes, I thought he could get some good run with Dallas. They needed a big man. Of course, they drafted Derek Lively, who's actually been probably first team all rookie thus far this season. But I didn't expect Holmes to be not playing at all, even with Maxi Kleber currently injured. He's been productive with the Kings, but then fell out of favor there. Christian Wood with the Lakers. I'm not sure the Lakers are looking to get rid of him. He's had a couple games where he's really been out of the rotation, but I'm not sure the Lakers are going to look to move on from him. Plus, he was a free agent all off season, and Knicks didn't look to sign him. Kelly Olynyk with the Utah Jazz. This would be an interesting one because the Jazz are falling out of playoff contention. It is rumored that Olynyk might be moved on from the franchise, and at least with the Knicks, we haven't, because Thibodeau was coach at Timberwolves. They had Karl Anthony Towns. But with the Knicks, we haven't seen Thibodeau with a floor spacing center. Now, Hartenstein dabbled with a 3-point ball with the Clippers. Really haven't seen it much with the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, clearly a uh, paint player for the Knicks. He's not stepping outside that paint. Previous to that, they had Nerlens Noel when Robinson was hurt. Nerlens Noel's not going outside the paint. So would be interesting to see him with a center who could extend it to the 3-point line. I mean, Jericho Sims, as I mentioned earlier. Taj Gibson kind of can, but again, I don't really want to see Taj getting a lot of minutes, especially postseason time. Clint Capella, I believe Capella's a free agent after this season, and they have Okongwu, who Okongwu's probably going to become the starting center next season. Maybe the Hawks look to move on. The Hawks have been disappointing. I think they're either 4 or 5 games under 500. And Jonas Valanciunas of the Pelicans, extremely productive player. Nearly averaging a double double this season. I don't know if the Pelicans are going to look to move on from him. Another name that has been brought up, DeMarcus Cousins. I wouldn't mind him as a backup to play 10 to 15 minutes a game come postseason time. Still can play offensive. He's still a good offensive player, and he's not like a slouch on defense. He did sign a 10-day deal with Taiwan that uh, takes place in January. I'm not sure if he can opt out of that if an NBA team were to sign him. But what are your thoughts? Man, this hurt. When you think of best offensive rebounders in the game, probably the top two I thought of coming into the season were Mitchell Robinson and Steven Adams. Steven Adams has missed the entire season, and now Robinson looks like he will miss the rest of this season. And there was a heartwarming story that was brought up with Mitchell Robinson, how his high school basketball coach, his wife passed away, and Robinson had him move in with him. And this was a man who, I don't know his exact age, but I'm guessing is maybe 50 years Robinson senior. But that just shows what kind of good person Mitchell Robinson is. He loves animals as well, has a bunch of dogs. Tough news, really tough news. I love watching Mitchell Robinson play, even if he's not, much of an offensive threat other than lobs, putbacks. Just a guy who gives so much effort. Definitely will be missed. But it's next man up for the Knicks. Which big man should they bring in his absence? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.